Hey guys, let's get 2 Thanksgiving episodes in today. This is Madden. We're having fun here. Enjoy. I need to do some content, trying to upload daily. This is it, okay? Enjoy.
We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Intro sucks. It used to be good, but it's not anymore.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out.
The Cowboys are 5-5. Colts 6-4. We're off.
Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
But they played the Texans.
Prescott on first down. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down throw for Prescott. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And again, it's Prescott. They'll get that one to Carter complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
58-yarder.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
After the main field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes.
Wentz.
I think it's coming a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete.
Touchdown. Wow.
Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Jackson now to return. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time. Looking for Cooper. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Best one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
58 again.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wins. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And these guys have gone back at the closing stages of the first half. But Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Taylor. They juked him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think probably you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw, Prescott. And now be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here? Either that, or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Indy set to go on offense once more. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Terrell Basham just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Back to throw. Wentz. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Campbell. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now Prescott into the hands of Cooper. And he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zerline. It's off to the right, no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Pollard at the 26. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown, because a field goal won't finish the game.
And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Wentz now on first down. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Oh my God.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Will he get this one? It's up!
And he got it.
Got it!
The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they have regained the lead.
They won it.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5, and they'll try again next week.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye.